Alright, so I'm one of those cringy guys who wants to become a VTuber and uses a PNG, but sometimes I use my regular face. But right now I'm too lazy to use my regular face. But let's just go and react to this video from the Blind Sniper, Ghost Hunting My Haunted Enfield. Why am I reacting with such low graphics? There we go. So this is the intro. I'm just gonna let the intro play out. Most people don't let intros play out, but I mean, it's part of the video, so let it happen.
Hello there, people
All
of
the
the
warning
internet.
stuff.
So, this right here, this is a Lee Enfield #1 Mark III that I got from Royal Tucker Imports. Well, I've never had issues with any of my guns. I've got things from all around the world that have seen things, done things, all sorts of stuff, right? I was over here doing some filming like I do, and this happened.
Can I just be a man and just appreciate how much stuff he has just on display right now? I mean, look at this. I mean, I don't know the down like the underside of these rifles, but like I can tell this one right here is like an AR-15. I mean, I can guess what some of these are. This one looks like a Mosin. This is a case. It looks like some. These kind of look like some type of Mausers. This probably, I don't know, yada yada. Which one do I probably know? I think that one's an American one. I think that might be a 19. Oh no, that's not a 1903. I'm not an expert. One of these are probably an Arisaka, and I probably just can't tell based off the quality of the video. Even though I'm on 1080p, I probably just can't tell.
Happened to me before, and I've discussed it with my Discord. I think that this particular
He has discussed it with his Discord, and this is why I'm reacting to it. I really just want to react to it, so, might as well do that.
rifle is haunted. Now, hear me out on this. I know a lot of people are skeptical of this, and believe me, I'm kind of one of them.
I am not the skeptical type of guy. Praise Jesus Christ, and I know things can be haunted. My personal take on it, though.
The most part. I mean, I think a lot of what we see out there is just complete nonsense, right? This particular rifle, I have seen it like fall down way more times than any of my guns. Now, that alone doesn't tell me anything, but like there's times where it's fallen down where it like has to have been physically moved or like tossed. As a matter of fact,
If you ask me, a rifle moving does, like, indicate something at least wrong with the house. Now, it probably, it doesn't mean it's paranormal, but, like, if it's on, like, a stable platform and it decides to fall, on the floor for some reason, you know, I don't know. Are you too heavy set, maybe, and you're just stomping through the house, or is there, like, a really big draft that you, like, had no idea about? You shouldn't always think it is paranormal, but in some instances you can say it is paranormal. Because, I mean, I love to always think that the paranormal is always the cause of everything, but, like, it really does depend on what you're living in, where at, humidity and stuff like that. He's discussed where he lives before, in what state. Just to be nice, I'm not going to say where he is located at, but his location could be a problem, especially when it comes to the paranormal, too. I mean, a lot of different states have their different paranormal stuff. I think, like, Wyoming is one of the most, like, haunted places in the sense of, like, of the unknown, because there's, like, not very many people who live there. It's the one location in the U.S. that I can just remember on the top of my head, other than the Appalachian Mountains, where, like, it is all about greenery.
fact, there was one time where it was like leaning like exactly right here where it was. And then I come in to do more recording and it's like over here. This thing.
So this doorway looks kind of bad. I mean, like I would say there would be like a draft in there, but if it's all the way over there, that's at least like what? I mean, like the Enfield I think is like four. No, no, I was gonna say like 48 inches, but I don't think it's 4 feet. Is it? Maybe it's like more like 2.5. No, is it 4 feet? Actually, it might be a 4 foot gun. I'm like trying to think about this without like having a tape measure, so I can't even like talk about what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna say it's like, let's just say it's like a 4 foot gun, just for cracks and giggles. It going that far in your room does seem a little weird, even with a draft. Like, I mean, like initially the draft would have to be like pushing your door for it to fall that far. In my personal experience, what I've seen with all my research and whatnot.
Just seems to be moving around, and I want to run some tests. I've got this right here. This is an EMF reader. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and just show.
I think he's going to explain how an EMF reader works. If it doesn't work properly, I'll show you. Not show you, but I'll tell you how it's supposed to go.
So that it works, turns on just like that. Around electronics, you'll notice that. Oh well, I guess the computer does set it off.
I don't know why the lighting didn't set it off, but yes, as you can see, when there's a lot of like electricity flowing, I think especially with fans and whatnot, it's like fans, you know how they push air. I think it has something to do with electricity. I'm not 100% sure on that EMF detector or EMF detectors in general. But basically, if there's electrical current going through that EMF detector, is when it lights up, and you know, a lot of computers take a lot of massive amounts of energy, so of course there's going to be massive amounts of electricity flowing through it. Man, this is a very long reactive video. I'm only 2 minutes in, and I'm already 7 minutes of recording. Dang.
So this just proves that it works, because the computer right there is setting it off, and that just means that we do in fact have EMF going. So whenever I come over to my other guns and I start.
So the reason why people use EMF detectors and why he's putting on his guns is because if it does light up, then of course there's electrical current going through the gun. And if you know anything about firearms, especially the ones that are made out of plastic and wood, basically all of the firearms in the world, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's like some that are actually made out of ice for cracks and giggles. But you know, something the CIA would do. But if there's electrical current going through the firearms, sure, it's made, and they're also made out of metal. But like, you know, there shouldn't be running electricity in your firearm. So if it does light up, boom, there's something wrong with the firearm, paranormal wise, well, and like actuality wise.
Moving this around basically on all of my other stuff, right? If I come inside the gun closet here.
I'm sorry, that was one of my phones that I was messing with. Not messing with when I'm watching the video, but I mean messing with, like, you know, that I have a hobby in. But can I also say, one, get more lighting in this room, but two,
in this thing,
I love to see,
and we know that it works. We just saw it everywhere. On the computer.
Just everywhere.
And then sometimes on this, if I come over and hold it, there's nothing, right? Absolutely nothing.
Yo, he just showed the dogs for free. Usually people pay for to see dogs out, but he just shows the dogs for free. I mean, heck, even I would at least put on some socks, because that is some grade A material, bro. You never show dogs out for free. Damn. Crazy guy.
Absolutely nothing. But then other times, I'll go to this whenever, like, it feels off. Like, there's just something in the air that feels off. And then, around this rifle, this thing will start flashing and picking up. So I'm gonna try and catch that on camera at some point. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm kind of I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this one, but it is an interesting experience. So I guess this is the end of my recording for now, and I'll just keep an eye on it, and I'll let you guys know what's going on.
There's still
We
a
are
lot more.
officially sorry, my camera the tripod's a little small. We are officially to the point.
Alright, guys, can we make me get money from YouTube and Rumble to get my money up so I can send him a way better tripod? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, bro. That tripod is a tripod, but you need a bigger one, bro, if you're hunching over like that.
To where it's later in the day, and I think something's going on with that particular rifle. So we're gonna set it up right here, and we're just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little baseline with this thing, and just show that there's nothing electronic here that would make it start to go off, right? Like,
I don't know if he's gonna do it, but I think he should check the electrical power right there, just to prove that it won't go off. But the reason why he's doing that right now is because, like I said, if there is any electric current going through the rifle, it's going to light up.
it's just green. There's nothing flashing around here. All right, let me go grab the rifle, because it's at that point where the rifle has, like, it almost feels like there's static in the air. Like, you guys know how, like, there's a, like, get a balloon and rub it, and you got, like, that static electricity? That's what it feels like. And whenever that
I have
shows
never
up in the air,
ever had a rifle shock me before, but if if it ever does happen, I will probably freak out. Hopefully, there's nothing loaded in it, because if it shocks me, I might just drop it. I'm not gonna lie. You know, if it's like a slight little shock, I won't do it. But if it's like a zap, then I might do that.
air around this rifle is whenever weird stuff starts to happen. Let me go grab that thing. Okay. Here's the thing.
I am so tempted to buy a Lee Enfield. There's one near my store. It's of course $120 markup. I don't think he does taxes at the store, because it's like the taxes are within, the purchase. But man, it's taking everything in me not to go there and buy it, because I can hold it. I've shook down the barrel. The barrel's like not completely shot out, but it's okay. But man, I'm so tempted. But I can only control myself until I get more money. And when I get more money, I won't lie to you, I'm probably going to be going crazy.
Set it right there. Do we have anything going on with it yet? Oh, that was me. I just hit.
When you hit it, it also like does that. He is explaining it right now about EMF detectors. He can't just smash into a wall and expect nothing to happen.
The thing, whenever this smacks stuff, the lights go off. So, as of right now, no. We have nothing going on with the rifle. And I don't really feel anything anymore. It like comes in waves. It's really unusual. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of stand here for a few minutes and see if something starts to come up. I do have like some goosebumps going on, but I think that's just because I'm creeped out. Oh? Okay.
As you can tell
We got
right now,
something up.
it is doing the second dot, which is also green, but the dot is going off. So there is some electric current going through that. And as we know, it's probably paranormal.
What up? We got some lightage. Guys, we got some lightage. Guys, holy crap, that's not supposed to be doing that. What? Why? How? None of my other guns do this. Why is it just this one that does this? What have you done? What made you decide? I'll have to like look over this. Maybe like we'll get some voices or something on camera. Yeah, this is a rifle that I've talked about.
So it's very interesting when it comes down to is that
Before.
oh that's hitting the third one. That's like I believe that was hitting the third one.
I've talked
Wow.
about before.
Oh yeah, that means there's a lot of paranormal or in inspective inspective. I don't know how to pronounce that right now, but people who don't believe in the paranormal, that means there's a lot of electricity flowing through it. But it reached the third one, which means there's a lot of spiritual energy going through it. What was I going to say before? I don't know.
Yeah, this is a rifle that I've talked about before. Man, it's really spazzing out now. My thing just shut off.
I think it went down to the fourth.
Yeah, this is a rifle that I've talked about before.
I'm gonna play it in like a different playback speed. Let's go 25.
4
3.
Man, it's really
I think it only went to the third.
What made you decide?
It's still crazy how it's spazzing out. I'm sorry for the audio listeners. I'm just listening in 0.25 speed right now. Anyways, so he explained it early in the video when he was asking the question, what made you decide to basically get possessed. The reason why he's asking that is because if you think about it, any firearm that has seen combat of any kind has the potentiality of getting possessed. Like, for example, any home invasion, any firearm that decided to do what to someone because they were protecting themselves, or tragically, doing it to do whatever to others in some type of big event. Trying to watch my words for YouTube. It's potentially going to get haunted because there's a lot of negative energy in that, especially these old World War II ones and World War One ones, because especially if it gets, in my opinion, blood on it. Blood is a very big conduit whenever it comes to anything paranormal. So if you bayonet charge someone and your bayonet lands on someone and then it spills all over the rifle, boom, there you go. I have a Mosin and I have a Type 56 that have seen combat, and I wouldn't mind to see if they're haunted or not. But more and more weapons you buy, the more and more they've probably seen some type of combat. So everything you can buy can be potentially haunted. But why is his specific weapon haunted is what he's wondering. As you can see, I'm not going to say how much he has, because I don't know personally how much he has, but in that room alone, I probably counted, maybe like 40 rifles? So why doesn't he have 40 haunted items? Why is it specifically the SMLE, or the Enfield is, I think SMLE is still Enfield, but regardless, why is that possessed by something?
Yeah, this is a rifle that I've talked about before. Man, it's really spazzing out now. My thing just shut off. Is it going to turn back on? My thing shut off and now it's not turning back on. Huh. This is a rifle that I brought up on my Discord a couple of times. If you haven't been in the Discord, link down below.
Shameless plug.
Talked about how it's like moved around on its own, and it's done that a couple of times. And now we got this thing sparkling. Maybe my battery's dead. Maybe that was just the battery dying. Let me go swap out the battery on this real quick. All right, new battery. Turn her back on. See if we get anything else going here. Nope. Now there's a bunch of nothing. I guess that plays into the idea that there's nothing here that would really set this off. Get the rifle out of the way.
So I don't know if he's going to talk about it later in the video, but in a lot of instances when there's paranormal activity, you'll see a lot of things lose battery real fast. Like, for example, it's kind of hard for you to understand it unless you see it. But let's just say you have a perfectly brand new phone that has maybe 100 charge cycles. The battery capacity might go down to 98% or something, right, of the actual battery capacity. I'm just trying to make up some stuff here to like set a example, okay? And then your good phone is charged to 100%, right, of the capacity of that phone. Then you start to record in, a phone like that, even if you have the highest settings and then like you have the highest brightness, it should at least last for 4 hours. Like if we're thinking about maybe like an iPhone. And when it loses battery in an hour or two, isn't that kind of weird? So when that does happen, there's typically like more instances where you have to worry about how cold or hot is it and whatnot. But still, a phone that's a very good quality, like an iPhone or maybe a high-end Android, losing power that fast is very suspicious. Excuse me, very suspicious.
I don't know. I got no explanation for that. Let's just go ahead and bring this back to the computer and make sure that she's still working. All right, back at the computer. Yeah,
It's going off.
that's making it go fluttery. so the thing is working.
I just want to appreciate the guy has two setups right next to each other. I might need to do that in my next crib. I'm not going to lie. Just have two PCs right next to each other. I want to almost ask him why he has two setups like that. Is one for like business and one for like gaming or something. Like very weird, but interesting thing to see. I think actually for my setup, I'll probably have like a PC and then like a very expensive laptop running on the other. Now I'm just speaking about my future plans.
Back to the gun. All right, sunshine. Are you gonna flicker for us again? Bunch of nothing going on now. Maybe I'll keep the camera rolling on it, and maybe we'll see if it moves at some point. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this one. Okay. All right. Cool. Stay. Don't go nowhere. Actually, if you feel like going somewhere, go somewhere. Do a thing.
Do a thing.
Oh, I feel something on my legs. It feels almost like a breeze. We do have a fan going there, but this was like a really cold one. From the doorway, maybe? There's no air movement from there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, my Zoomer brain.
The gun doesn't feel any weird
right now.
This is a weird episode. I'm sorry, guys. This was just something that I thought I should.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Because it's strange, and I feel like it warrants further explanation.
I wish one of my things
Maybe
was
I'll
haunted.
leave it.
Though if I had a haunted firearm, bro, I'd be making so much content out of it, bro. I don't know about you. I just love the idea of like haunted stuff. Like one of the ideas I think you should do, and like I wouldn't mind like help fundraising this sort of project, is getting like a phone or like maybe like a DSLR camera, but those get really expensive. But in my opinion, get like a brand new phone right out the box, right? Like maybe like a Samsung 21 Ultra right now. I have dated myself in this video. But if I decide to get like a 21 Ultra, and the 25 Ultra is out, but like if I give him like a 21 Ultra, and then he records the rifle when he's sleeping, and then he listens back to the audio, see if he hears anything, that would just be like a good idea. And actually, I think he should buy the 21 Ultra because I'm a poor man, and this is his content. But if I do blow up somehow with his reaction video, you don't see my face and whatnot, so I don't know if it's going to be worth blowing up. But anyways, I definitely would help him out in his content creation making. He probably has a Patreon, so if he does have a Patreon, I think he does still. I'll put it on the link. I'll put it in the linking in the description down below. His video, of course, and his channel will also be down in the description. But anyways, let's begin. I'm only 7 minutes in, and I've recorded for 25 minutes. Let's get this reaction done.
Get some interesting audio from this. I don't know. I'll have to listen to it. Is there anyone here that wants to talk? If you come talk to this, we might be able to hear you. This blinking red light right here. If you come talk to this, we might be able to hear you. If there's anyone here that wants to come speak, now is the time. I don't feel I don't feel nothing. Maybe I'll set the camera back up later.
So, one of the things he should look into is he needs different devices to, like, or maybe apps as well to do various things. Like, there's this one app called the Ovilus, and the Ovilus has like a 500 to 1,000 words that a entity could say or whatever in the room. It also uses like radio frequencies, I believe, for it to like come up with the words. But anyways, there's also like one of those things that I forget what it's called, but it goes through a bunch of radio stations, and if you hear any clear words from like anything, then that's a entity talking to you. I forget what those are called, but like I really think he should do that for his content, because like a entity being able to say something in like a normal way without any type of like a medium, I guess is the best way of saying the word, would take a lot of energy for it to do that. And like most people, you gotta think about it. Do you want to do something that's like someone commands you to do if it takes like 90% of your energy at one time? Probably not.
They're on whenever I start feeling stuff again. Give it a try. Give it a try.
All you can do is give it a try. Now there's a part 2. Oh wow, it's his outro. It is very long. I'm not going to play the outro. There's a part 2, and I'm also going to release the part 2 of my reaction, but I'm going to have them in separate videos only because, well, you know, this video is going to be like an hour long if I do part 1 and 2 together. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I would like to watch a 1-hour reaction video of some guy with a PNG tubing talking about his experience without showing any of the face and whatnot. But, you know, there you go.